Hey everyone, how's it going? My name is Grand Nugent, aka The Nuge, here at Go Berserk. So, as you can tell by the title, I'm going to talk a little bit about Nationals and how it dealt with One Piece. My video is not going to be too long. You've probably already seen a ton of videos already explaining about what they've experienced, how they felt about, this entire event, and really all those videos are true. I mean, if they're ragging on the event, it's because it wasn't very good. I didn't feel very good, and I think most of the people there didn't feel very good. Unless they made top cut, then they felt probably alright, but even then, they probably still felt dismissed by Bandai, by whoever ran the event, and really just all over the place. I felt bad for the spectators at Nationals. They were unable to get into many side events, if any. Thankfully, they had like separate events like Battle Hour and other, I guess, fun stuff to enjoy, but not One Piece, not the game they came to play. And for me, I had my Nationals invite, and I was one of the people that had the 2 round buys. The issue is, as you may have all heard, maybe you haven't, I don't know, but the tournament ran late, and it ran extremely late. And when your internal clock is on Central Time, and I felt even worse for those who are on Eastern Time, when you start playing cards at 2:30, even 3 at the latest after some repairs, that's like 5 o'clock for me here in the Central Time Zone, and 6 o'clock for all those in the Eastern Time Zone. And let me tell you, it caught up to me. And maybe it was a jet lag kind of mixing in with the bunch, but by the time I was on round 5, I was exhausted. I was kind of tired round 3, which was my round 1, but round 4, I was just way too tired. I misplayed against an Enel, and what you're seeing right here is the deck I brought. I brought Sakazuki. It's the best deck in the format. Gave me the best chances. Mine's a little weird. I don't run the 4-drop Kuzans. Excuse me. And I just run 2 Mihawks, 2 Borsalinos, 1 Kaido, 1 of the Soap Sheeps, 3 Great Eruptions. And outside of that, it's pretty much cookie cutter. And it did really well for me. Oh, and the 1 Kobe. But the deck wasn't the issue. I will say being really tired was the issue. The event starting really late because of a ton of mismanagement with both those who had the buys and with those who were there and those dealing with the spectators. It's as if Bandai just didn't really understand that they had a huge fan base. And I felt even worse for those who came as spectators that were promised to get in the tournament if there were any openings, which I think only about 1,900 played, less than 2,000, but the cap was at 2,500, and plenty of people could have got in, spectator-wise. And they just did not. They just told them, nope, can't play. We're capped here, and that's how it's going to be. And I really felt super bad for them. That's outrageous. And worst of all, I think EU the weekend before had like 2,500, 26, something crazy like that. And they only ran 10 rounds. We had 1,900 and ran 11 rounds. Didn't make sense to me. I was pretty tired, so I was pretty upset about that. I ended up going like X4, X5, something crazy bad, but I was just too tired. I misplayed. Definitely excuses, but definitely was hindered by just how exhausted I was, because by the time 6 o'clock rolls around, you're probably, even if it is 11 rounds, you're probably on round 10. Maybe not that much, but maybe around like 8 or 9 at least. But at that point, if you're still in it, you're still trying, and you're at that point, you're already in the zone. I never had that chance, and even though I had the 2-round buys, I almost feel like I should have just went with the first rounders and just kind of snuck in, because not only that, just like having like all of the for not being rusty, but also because we were using Best Coast pairings. It pretty much forced me to play other 2-buy round people, because the 2 buys essentially were really high percentage wins for us, like opponent wise. So we were pretty much up at the top, even though other people were 2-0 in the first round tournament and the second round tournament, or the first tournament that was there before the 2-round bye people were added in. They were probably like ranked in the bottom half of the undefeateds, whereas all the 2-bye people were ranked really high. So we pretty much played each other out. Whether you're doing bad or good, you were always playing, if not every match, majority of your matches against 2-round bye people. So that's pretty crazy. But I love competition. It's just, it didn't feel rewarding because it wasn't randomized. But anyways, I'm going to keep this short. I played Sakazuki. I do want to say congratulations to those who did, were able to grind it out and make top cut 64. Just know there's a lot of crazy things that happen with nationals. Really, the big part of it is just poor management from Bandai themselves. I'm not sure how Digimon, BSS, or Dragon Ball Super went themselves. It seemed like they finished a lot earlier than us, so that was cool for their part, but not for us. One Piece is their best game. They need to do a lot better. Yes, everything was free for us, even side events, but that's if you could even get into one. So I'm just going to say, it's pretty disappointing. I'm still going to play the game. I'm still going to keep going. I'm going to start grinding and actually post more videos. I've been very infrequent because of my job. I work in film, so I'm always either on shoots or stuff like that. But I've gotten to a point where I'm like, with my new job, pretty much essentially with a production house. So we have schedules. It's not random anymore. So now that I know my schedules for the rest of the few months ahead, I can prepare to bring out more content. And I would like to bring out more competitive content, maybe even more fun content, whether it's One Piece TCG related, video games, or, just talk about One Piece in general, some manga discussions. We'll see. But I just want to let you guys know for the another video here in the new year, you're going to start seeing a lot more here of Go Berserk and of me, the Nuge. So thanks for tuning in. Just know that Nationals was a terrible experience. I didn't go in too much detail. There's a ton of videos if you just want to search it on YouTube. I just want you guys to know that everything you've been hearing is true. It was a terrible event for a lot of people, especially the spectators, definitely the players, and maybe the judges. I don't know. They're just, and maybe the staff. It was kind of weird. They all acted like robots to me. It was kind of awkward. I don't know. But anyways, thanks for tuning in, and like and subscribe if you can. But more videos will be coming out soon, so stay ready and go berserk.